are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Pour here on a Tuesday. Barnes and Tony, once again, what's going on, brother?
Not much, dude. Happy to be here. Stoked. Rangers overtime win when you didn't want it to happen, dude.
No part of you a little like sour, the tank for McKenna, or no?
Well, I told you, let's beat the Bruins, dude, and then
rivalry.
And
it's
rivalry.
Like it's
and
a
they
lottery.
Scored 10 on us,
Yeah, it's lottery. It's hockey. I mean, that's one of the things. It's like I always say in the football too, but I mean hockey. I think even more so to an extent where it's like, dude, I mean, the guys are gonna try to win, and I think a good positive thing, and we'll talk more in depth about it.
Yes,
was I think a very good game despite not scoring, but getting a point would be Gabe Perreault last night.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I mean, I think you saw some really good shifts in the ice where, as Mike Sullivan's been, I think, praising him for quite some time now, showcasing his hockey IQ, and he had that, didn't he have the assist to Miller? Right?
Yes.
Yeah,
no, that was the assist. That was the assist. Yes.
Yeah.
But people on Twitter were saying like that was one of his best games he's had.
Yeah, no, definitely, dude. I think you can definitely argue that. And honestly, I'm sure we'll be saying that again sometime soon. So I fully expect this guy to continue to develop. And it's they're doing something right with Perreault, and he seems pretty happy, I guess.
Something rather than
nothing, dude. And he seemed, because I interviewed him in between, I think, the first and second periods.
Uh-huh.
Little shaky on camera.
I mean, he's young,
but,
now, right?
Exactly.
He's still learning.
He's young.
No, come on.
Come on.
No, really don't.
No, he is. Yeah, he is super young, but you can tell camera shy a little bit. It's get him loosened up a little bit.
It's fine. It's fine.
Dude.
But yeah, a lot we're gonna get into. And we'll go to the comments. By the way, and we'll probably talk about this at the end. But UConn back in action tonight, playing Providence, Tony. And the line is out. I could not believe it was this high because UConn had some trouble. Over at the Amica Mutual Pavilion. 15.5-point favorites for UConn at home at Gamble on campus. I'm sure it's going to be a rowdy atmosphere.
Is your mother going to be watching?
Oh yeah, but she's UConn. She gets a little tight. But
19-1. Speaking of tight, we have Matthew Gabriel in the house.
Go, Matty boy! And we know he's riled for the baseball season, the Yankee season, which there's a lot about that I want to get into because I have to say Ernie and Cullum didn't exactly have their fastball yesterday when we were talking about the whole baseball fan and stuff. But talk about it in a second. Let's just get to the comments before we get to the nonsense.
Dude, there is Ernie with the year not having his fastball. He says, "Let's effing go Yankees. Let's effing go Lakers." Donna says, "Good morning, all."
And then the skip. I mean, that's a little immature. I mean, read our viewers' comments.
I will continue.
The time, the effort.
I've read Oh wow, the effort. No effort in that comment, dude. And then Josh B says, "Yo, what up, fam?"
What up, Josh B?
Donna Lee says hello to Josh. Josh reciprocates. My mother in the house says, "Hi, fellas." Goon says, "LOL, one good game."
No hope. Young hope,
dude.
but not about this season. There's no way the Rangers finish with an over 500 record. I personally guarantee it. No
No,
way.
yeah, probably not, dude. My mother wants to know, how is digging out Connecticut?
Everything's good. Good. I feel like they were really on top of it here, honestly. I noticed, besides that, on the way over yesterday, little snafu with the ice on the highway for a second. Other than that, I feel like the roads have been great. I don't know what you found.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Or maybe Stanford a little better than Bridgeport.
Stanford probably way better than Bridgeport here. Bridgeport
usually blows.
No hope,
obviously.
nothing, gray, bleak, dark, depressing.
Can't keep the murderers off the street.
Can't keep the murderers off the street, dude. Nobody wants to plow, dude.
Nobody wants to be there.
Nobody wants it. Goose is giving Providence. Wow, hey now, dude.
Yeah, okay.
And then
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, this is literally, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then Ernie with, oh my God, we go. I'm sure you'll fill us in more, but then Goon to say Dan Hurley would never prosper. LOL.
I mean, they're literally going to kick their ass. But actually, 15.5 though, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up winning by like 13. They could win by 30.
Is there any juice for Providence? Like, what are they like this season?
9-11, 2-7 in the Big East. Kim English on the hot seat. That's why Riley hasn't mentioned the Friars. Yeah, so that's where we're at. A little mixed bag here, but let's start in the best place to start, the world of Major League Baseball.
It's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yep, what a play! Stop it, Yep. And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Too deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
And the nonsense continues here. They win by 30 is crazy. LOL, Goon says. And then Ernie says, speaking of nonsense, what me and Colm said wasn't out of pocket. She's like the truth sometimes. I could say the same for you, Ernie. And then Goon says UConn wins by exactly 15 in that half. It's risky whenever you take a spread that high. So first of all, call him sometimes more so than Ernie. Ernie's more level. Call him sometimes acts like he's, I don't know, like some scholar, like he knows everything, like multiple line text that he doesn't need to do it like that. But just saying something about me with the just with baseball that, I'm not a baseball fan, I'm a Yankee fan. It's like, what? Literally quoting myself, what does that even mean, Tony? You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like Ernie was jumping in on it too, and I was saying Ernie doesn't count, and I know this started a whole discussion. But it's like with you, as much as you had an admiration for Chipper Jones, like you would never have his jersey in your closet, right?
No, I guess not.
And you wouldn't.
I don't.
Would you ever wear a NL East team's jersey?
Nah, I don't think so.
Right. So that was one thing we were talking about. But I don't know. They were just lauding themselves, waxing poetic about how they're such big baseball fans and how I'm not a baseball fan, I'm a Yankee fan. But it's just like, I feel like you get it, Tony. Like and I feel like the message just gets misconstrued is like, what I'm trying to say is like, yes, the here and now, the everyday, and it's the same thing with you with the Mets. It's like nothing matters more than like getting that W and like, there could be other games on, and I could watch those games, but it's gonna come nowhere near the level of excitement of watching your own team, which I just feel like is a normal thing. So I don't know why they make some like point to be like, they're like national watchers. Like it's never going to come close. I mean, that's just a fact.
Yeah, I don't know what they were trying to get at, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think to call you not a baseball fan is a little ridiculous.
Yeah,
right?
It's like I was saying, like I know, and it's like there's no way to prove this. I know I've watched more baseball than them. Honestly, I know I have.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I kind of see what they're trying to say, but in order to be a Yankee fan, like you got to be a fan of baseball. Like you can't.
Right. Exactly.
You can't
exactly.
Be,
and I feel like too. First of all, like Colum's like watching the Mariners game. He's staying up, TiVoing it at 10 o'clock at night. It's like you're not doing that. And it's like I've watched a bunch of Sunday Night Baseball. I kind of like having Sunday Night Baseball on, even the Yankees are on. A lot of times I would bet on it to make it more exciting, but it's like I can get through it. But it's like it's never going to come close to watching your own team. And then like Ernie was saying about, like, I don't know if you remember this, because I actually, again, was watching it, and this was a while ago. This is over 10 years ago. But David Bodie on the Cubs hit a pinch hit grand slam off Ryan Matson. And I don't know, just like the angles of the walk-off, everyone waiting for him. I don't know. He just mentioned that. And he was saying, like, just imagining, like, how sick that was. And it's like, yeah, okay. Like I get that, and that's cool. But it's like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I'm never going to resonate with something that happened with other teams in baseball as much as I am with the Yankees. So like that stuff could happen. That stuff would be cool. But when I think about like amazing moments, it's not going to be from other teams.
Yeah, no, I understand that. And they don't feel that way.
I guess, but it's like, I just feel like it just, what I'm getting at is I don't think what they're saying makes any sense. I don't think they watch that many non-Yankee games to begin with. I actually do watch like a decent amount, but I'm just never going to be like, unless I bet on it, like on the edge of my seat watching the Mariners and the Blue Jays. Like it's like the result, the way that it matters for your team versus some random teams. I mean, it doesn't even compare.
Yeah, no. I mean, I totally agree here. And I guess Ernie did say we didn't even say it.
Said he tried to call in
negative. Oh, really?
Tony might have blocked you. I didn't tell him to do it.
Well, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. No, yeah. Here, let me
Let's
see.
get him on the dial.
I mean, it's possible. I have my phone open for YouTube. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, FaceTime audio. Interesting. All right, stand by here. Let's get. Oh, here he is, calling right back. All right, Ernie, stand by. Calling right back, dude. Not having any nonsense.
How about that service?
Ernie is live here.
On the line.
Defending his life.
You.
What's up, dude?
Let's hear it.
So, all right. So, first off, it's not just me and Colm. Chief also agreed, so you can't put Chief in that category also.
He didn't really agree. He was talking about himself. He wasn't talking about me. He didn't say anything about me.
No, he was speaking in general. He's saying you're gonna miss out on beautiful things that can happen, just like I talked about and posted the video of the walk off with David Bodie. I'm like, bro, even if it doesn't have to be just Yankees, and we were trying to tell you it's okay that you choose the Yankees over the entire sport of baseball, and that's fine. It's not a problem.
I don't know, just but for you
us,
to say that a moment like David Bodie could match the level of enjoyment or excitement that you would have with the Yankees, just to me, just makes it feel like that you don't really like the Yankees that much.
No, it's just that I love baseball. So it's like the David Bodie home run, right? This is because we're just going to talk about it. That's what you dream about as a little kid when you're playing with your friends at a ballpark. 3-0. You're down by 3 runs, bases loaded, 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th, you come up to bat. You're up and down from the minors all year long. Nobody thinks anything's gonna happen. Boom, walk-off home run. Bro, you talk about that while you're playing with your friends.
No, you know what you're talking about?
Moment.
You talk about the Teixeira walk-off home run in the 2009 playoffs, and it's actually the playoffs, not a random Sunday night baseball game that meant. What does that even mean? It didn't mean anything. It was a regular season game that was irrelevant.
The problem is that you're a Yankee fanboy. So to you,
but just that talk there, Ernie.
Matter.
Just that talk there.
It's the
I'm
truth,
sorry
though. You just don't like
but
it.
I think you don't like it. I just don't think you're a big Yankee fan, and that's okay. But I'm sorry. I just
See,
don't.
That take is the take that's nonsense because you could be a Yankee fan and still enjoy just the sport of baseball.
No, you don't call.
You don't enjoy the sport of baseball that isn't
don't
attached to the Yankees.
If you're actually like a real Yankee fan, you would never hear the words coming out of my mouth talking to another Yankee fan and calling them Yankee fanboy, Ernie. That's just not a Yankee fan that says stuff like that.
Actually, it is because we can separate Yankee fanboys from just regular Yankee fans, bro.
And I wish you would never call somebody, but Yankee fanboy, that's a negative connotation.
You're a Yankee fanboy. It's not a bad thing.
Ernie,
it's
okay.
Like
listen, I have nothing. There's nothing personal here. I'm not upset about it, but I'm just saying, as a Yankee fan, I'm being dead serious, and I hope you don't take this personal. I think you're kind of fraudulent, honestly. Sorry.
Nah. That's
how I feel.
Mechanism
there is no coping mechanism. You don't call, if you're a serious fan, you would never call somebody a Yankee fanboy. That's a negative connotation.
You're a Yankee fanboy.
It's a negative connotation.
Okay. Look at
Ernie.
Look at you. No. You're getting triggered.
And you're not. It didn't seem like you exactly liked it.
I'm comfortable watching any baseball game. It doesn't involve the Yankees.
You're not a real fan, Ernie. I'm sorry.
Down and watch a sport that doesn't involve your team. It's okay.
We were just talking about it. But the thing that you're missing is, Ernie, I watched the Bodie home run live. I watched it live. But you're telling me that I don't watch. I do watch.
Because here's the difference. You saw the Bodie home run and said, damn. That's good, but it'd be better if it was a Yankee jersey.
No, I said I had Ryan Matson on my fantasy team, and I was pissed that he blew the save. That's what I was pissed about.
So let me ask you a question. If you play fantasy baseball because you only care about the Yankees, do you pick an entire fantasy lineup of just Yankee players?
No, Ernie. But again, I'm sorry. I just think it's a grave mistake.
The rest of baseball doesn't matter, right?
To call another Yankee fan a Yankee fanboy. To me, that was it right there. And it's nothing against you, but it's just the truth. I'm sorry. That's not a serious
Yeah, it's the truth. You're a Yankee fanboy. You're right.
And I think it's the truth that you're not a real Yankee fan.
Because I like baseball as a whole, and I'll watch a game that doesn't have to do with the Yankees on Sunday night.
But you're not dug in the way you say. And I forgot whatever percentage that you said about the Yankees. I thought I was accurate with 32%. I'm sorry, you're not watching the full 9 on a regular basis. I just don't believe it.
I watch baseball's on, whether it's Yankees
but what
or
about
not,
the full
I'm watching
9?
Because I love the sports. As long as the Yankees are on TV, I'm watching it.
The full 9.
The full 9, open to end. So that way, when I talk about the Yankees game, I have a leg to stand on. Same way how I watch Cubs, Cardinals. I'll watch Houston, Chicago. Why? So when I talk about the sport, I have a leg to fucking stand on because I actually watch the other games other than the team that I enjoy.
Listen, I watch other games too, but there's no way that they match the Yankees.
That's not what you said yesterday. Yesterday in the chat, you said you will not watch a random game between two teams.
No, if you look, I didn't say that. I said that there's no juice, and it's not the same. That's what I said.
The juice is baseball, period. That's what we're trying to tell you. Juice is baseball.
You think
for you, juice is only NY baseball.
You think you uncovered something here, but personally, I think, but not by design, that I uncovered something about you. And you're not. If you're a real Yankee fan, you don't call somebody a Yankee fanboy. That's something a Mets fan would say. That's
even Tony's cracking up because he knows you're wrong.
But he didn't say that. He didn't say that. So don't say he said it.
He knows you're wrong.
But don't say he said it if he didn't say it.
I didn't say he said it. I say he knows you're wrong. He doesn't have to say it.
This is when Tony announces his campaign for mayor.
That's right,
and goes, well, I think the two of you made some great points. That's exactly what he's going to say. But he's not saying.
I can see both sides.
Yeah, exactly. He's not saying, though, that I have no idea what I'm talking about, which is not true, because I do.
Did I say you have no idea what you're talking about? All I told you is that you like baseball over baseball, period.
Most cases, Ernie, somebody calling me a Yankee fanboy that claims they're a Yankee fan, like that's it. Like it's done. Like there's no more. But you're a special exception. There's nothing against you, but I can just tell you, I mean, there's no way you're even close to right here, Ernie. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. But it's just as long as we have that established.
Right, we get it, Bars. It's okay. I understand. This is a pattern that we all well know. So you acting like this answers all of our questions for us.
It answers mine. It answers mine. It answers mine, Ernie. So
no problem.
Let's just say I can't wait for the season.
Yes, let's go baseball season.
Yeah.
Can you say that?
No, because I'm a real Yankee fan, not a fraud.
Well, did I say Yankee? Did I say let's go Yankee baseball? Just baseball. Just let's go baseball season. Or is it, fuck baseball season, it's Yankee season?
Listen, you know what I've learned too, just because I deal with a lot of negativity
yes or no, right?
coming from other Yankee fans.
No question?
There's only so many true Yankee fans, and I would say, honestly, right now, the only people on my list are me, Chief, and Matt. Josh, I guess we'll include, but the negativity really does drive me crazy. But I guess we'll put him up there.
Wow.
But Ernie has to earn his way back. No more fanboy comments. I feel like a Yankee fanboy. That's something like Michael Butka would say. Like I just feel like it's just ridiculous to say that.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what, Mary? I appreciate you. She said you're going to give Brian a heart attack. That's usually what happens when he's wrong and he has to defend himself.
No.
So,
but the
I'll
thing
talk
is,
to you guys later. Tony, let me know what you think. My hearts.
No, I mean, Tony, you are free to say whatever you want. I'm sorry. Tell me if I'm wrong. Like, I've just never heard a fan of two people being the fan of the same team and then the other one calling them a fanboy. Like, I don't know. Just haven't seen that. That's something usually a rival team.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that from someone who's a Met fan say to another Mets fan.
Who's that?
We're gonna find out right now, I think.
Goon?
Possibly. Oh, good morning. Who is this?
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah. What do you think, Goon? I want to hear it straight.
So put this pipe bomb in there so Ernie can hear it. And I'm going to try to keep my profanity to a minimum because I don't want to get you guys demonetized. So most Hall of Fame teams most MVP teams, most American League championships. We started as a pathetic team in Baltimore, bought and brought to the New York Islanders to New York. We weren't even the Yankees at the time. We own the sport of baseball. That's why people hate us. When you mention 27 rings, most fans will say, oh, it doesn't matter. Segregation rings, 1920 rings. None of that matters. You cannot take that away from us. Even now, when we're on a 17-year game drought without a championship, these teams still keep us relevant in the conversation. Like, we lost to the Dodgers, and right now we're already the favorite, like I think the second favorite on the leaderboard to win the World Series this year again.
Right.
Most teams cannot compare to that. The Mets, the Dodgers only recently started happening to them starting these 2 past years where they won the World Series. Prior to that, it was us. We will always have the prestige of the best team in baseball. Back in the day, the World Baseball Classics, teams used to practice against us.
Right. No, and actually, I'm going to be at one of the games next month. We're actually scrimmaging against Panama. But what do you think about my point about how I would never call a fellow Yankee fan a Yankee fanboy? I just feel like that's fraudulent.
When you call us a Yankee fanboy, you are being facetious. You are trying to undermine us because most people who call themselves Yankee fanboys, or they're called Yankee fanboys, they only wear the hat because of the popularity with Jay-Z and stuff like that. They can't name 5 members of the starting lineup. They can't name any bench players. They can't name any people before this recent lineup during the Matsui era, during the Ichiro era. They can't name anyone. They can't even tell me who Bernie Williams is.
Wow.
Yeah, and listen, Ernie's not like that, but don't tell me, like, I don't know, just the delivery there.
And Ernie, Yankee accomplishments have nothing to do with the conversation. It has everything to do with the conversation. Yeah. There would be no Major League Baseball without the Yankees.
Yeah, and also, you know why Ernie's a weak Yankee fan? He let the pessimism, the negativity of Josh B. just run right through him. He said he had a completely different mindset. Couple conversations with Josh, and he just completely flopped. And it's like, listen, like I said before, there's only a short list goon of real, true Yankee fans, and right now, Ernie's on the outside looking in.
Josh B is a closeted Metropolitan fan.
Yes.
He's on Anthony's side.
Yes.
You have to take everything he says with a grain of salt.
Thank God
this
Josh,
little brother team is jealous of us.
No, thank God Josh isn't clawed up right now. He would like get all juiced. But since
let him get juiced. Let him get juiced. Listen, every season for the past 2 years, that Mets team has turned more and more into the New York Yankees of Queens. They have stolen most of our players. Every acquisition we're considering going in, or there's a rumor that the Yankees are going in, the Mets swoop in immediately.
Yeah.
They're nothing but a carbon copy of the Yankees. I'm going to start calling them the New York Queens Yankees.
Now, how do you feel? Because, I mean, obviously, I'm sure you see it on Twitter all the time, a lot of negativity about the offseason. I mean, how do you feel about the Yankees going into the season, Gun?
I'm pessimistic. I'm excited about this season, only because after everyone said all this stuff about us, that we haven't signed anyone, with the Mets signing everyone, the Dodgers, even the Orioles signing Alonso and their other pieces, I think we are going to surprise people. This is still a 90-game team, 90-win team.
Yeah.
Even close to 100. And we're not even 100%. We have so many holes. So that should speak to the prestige of my franchise. Franchise.
And I'm tired of the nonsense about all these teams in the division got so much better. It's like the Blue Jays lost Bichette, are rolling the dice with a Japanese player, Okamoto at third base. They lost Bassett and Scherzer, and they gave 7 years, $210 to Cease, who was terrible last year. So I don't think they necessarily got better. And I think the Red Sox, they added a bunch of older, mid-30s players. I just think we're clearly the best team in the division.
Notice how the only competition in the league is still the Dodgers. The Mets They don't know where to put Bobichete. The Orioles, their biggest sign was Pete Alonso. I don't think that moves the needle at all because the Orioles have not improved on their pitching.
Yeah, I think they're gonna sign Valdez, but I wouldn't want him. I don't know. I think he's declining.
I want Farber.
You think he's still got a couple good years left?
Yeah, actually, I take him. You got to think about it. We're still so excited about Cole, right? Cole's 37 coming off of Tommy John. I think Framber.
Whoa. Let's not age him too much. Cole, I think this
Cole
year.
Is like 37.
No, he's going to turn 36, I believe, at the end of this year. I think his birthday's in December, if I'm not mistaken.
December 18th.
How about that?
He's 35.
How about that, Tony?
I think Framber would be a good signing. I think we should avoid Eugenio Suarez. And there's another guy. I forget. There's a third guy that's up on the market right now, and I think we should sign
What position?
him too. I forget what position. I know it's Eugenio Suarez. I know it's Framber Valdez. And there's one more. There's one more that I forget people are talking about. I think I just saw it on Twitter, but I'd even sign Eugenio at this point.
No,
I think these players are being looked down.
Yeah, but no, they're not signing Eugenio just because they have McMahon under contract for the next two.
McMahon is not an offensive talent we can count on, and Eugenio, even though he has a struggle, I think we can count on him more offensively than Ryan McMahon.
But even though he hits a lot of home runs, he's a lot of swing and miss. He butchers balls at third. Give me Ryan McNettles over at third any day over Suarez.
That's what it is. That's who it was. Nettles is, I think, is going to be free. I take Nettles.
Meadows?
I take Nettles.
No, because I was saying I was saying McNettles because Ryan McMahon plays third base like Greg Nettles.
Who the fuck is free agent, man? Sorry for my potty mouth, man.
I don't think there's really any other.
And I'm looking at the top 50
those
list.
two. Lucas Giolito's out there.
No, I do not want Giolito.
But I really think it's just Giolito, Suarez, and Valdez, Tony, right?
No,
the top 20, that's the only people that are left.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop looking at the top 20, Brian. We got to start taking talent that are.
Chris Bassett, I guess, didn't sign yet, right?
I don't think Chris Bassett signed anywhere.
Go down.
Who is it?
Where did Merrill Kelly go?
Did Merrill Kelly even sign?
I don't think he did. You mentioned Giolito.
Really?
I swear there's one more. It's not Josh Naylor I'm thinking of, right?
No, he signed an extension with Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it? Eugenio? Oh, that's what it was. It's a pitcher. Zach Gallen.
Oh, Zach
Gallen.
Yeah, who would you rather have, Framber or Gallen?
Ernie makes a good point here with like the whole situation with the temper tantrum last year. I'm out on Valdez, so I guess I would rather have Gallen, especially if it was going to be a one-year deal. But I don't think we need pitching, though. I think we have plenty of starters.
I disagree. We have plenty of start, but when you look at the plenty of start, the talent is either hurt or they're not going to come back yet. So Schmitty, Tommy John, how good is he going to be after he was already
he's not. We're not even really counting on him. It's Rodon and Cole. And then to start the year, we have Cam, we have
Warren.
Freed, we have Warren, we have Heel, we have Weathers.
You want to keep
Yarbrough.
Will Warren?
To start the year, he's going to have to start because we're down a couple starters. But he'll be in the bullpen at the end of the year, probably.
You could put him. And it's going to hurt me to say this, but after seeing his numbers in the Dominican League, he's like a 120, 140 or something. Put him, Warren, Dominguez, and what's his name that we just talked about? Schmitty in a trade package.
I guess it just depends who's out there. It doesn't feel like there's a big guy out there. I don't know if the Twins would reconsider trading Joe Ryan. That's a guy I would like, but I
would like him.
I think
you're sleeping on Gallen. I think Gallen could be one of our best pitchers if we sign him.
Gallen got lit up last year, didn't he?
He's only 30, and he got lit up on the Diamondbacks, who couldn't back him offensively. He still posted a 4.8 ERA and a 1.2 WHIP. That's not bad.
Would you want him, Tony?
No, I don't think so.
Not even 1 year.
I want.
You
don't think
one
year? Yes. Multi-year? No.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Tony is disagreeing with this when his Mets team signed some of the worst pitchers and made them better.
Made him better.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's an interesting.
Meatball McGill, for example. What's his name? The other
Tyler
guy,
McGill?
Clay Holmes. Yeah, I call him Meatball McGill.
I mean, Clay Holmes has done, I think, maybe on par of what I would have expected. I wouldn't say he's been like reformed.
I think he kind of would be better in the bullpen, like not as the closer, but as like the seventh inning.
Yeah, seventh inning guy.
I don't think he'd be a seventh. You don't want him in the seventh innings. You don't want him in the seventh inning.
I don't know. As a starter, I just feel like he didn't show. He was too inconsistent last year. Like as a starter, he's like a fourth or fifth starter.
No, and he's only giving him 5 innings.
Okay. What about Sean Manea? What about Manea? You guys made him better.
What about Manea?
I would say maybe for 1 year he was it now, but with the bone spurts and his elbow and the arm angle he had to change. I mean, last year he was getting absolutely shelled.
He's toast.
And honestly, I kind of feel like he is toast. I would be surprised if he's even really in the rotation come the deadline. Honestly.
Okay, how about this? My experiment is going to take place when the Mets start off with Luke Weaver and Devin Williams. If they perform better as closers than they did with us, like that's a sign that some coaching – it's obvious. Some pitching coaches are better. So, and I think Brown is one of the best coaching pitchers in the league for us. So, I think we can make some of these pitchers that are – yeah, Blake. Sorry, Blake. It's early, guys. So I can't even pronounce words right. But I think we have some of the best coaching staff besides Boone, honestly. And yes, I do consider him a coach, to be honest, because he does, put players in and out. I know that's what a manager does, but I do consider him a coach. I just feel like we need to start signing people, and I think Eugenio Suarez is good.
Goon, I just like to look at it as just realistic, and I just know a trade could certainly happen, but other than pennies on the dollar or major league or invite to spring training, we're not investing any capital in anybody right now. Unless a trade comes.
Suarez a free agent? We don't need a trade. We can just sign him.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think but that's what I'm saying. We're not going to do it. We're not going to sign anybody. This is our roster unless we trade.
Defer him. Come on, let's do some payments.
You don't want to defer somebody like Suarez, honestly. You really don't. Because I just feel like, I don't know. He strikes out so much. He's a butcher at third. And I question if we've seen the best of him, too.
Wow.
Honestly. Right?
Let me ask you then, would you have deferred Edwin Diaz? Would you have deferred Edwin Diaz?
Like for the Yankees?
Yeah.
Say yes, Brian.
I guess. No, I don't like deferrals because I feel like Hal is so tight. And then it's like 1 year we have $60, $70 million deferrals, and then we're not going to sign people. It's like, I don't want that.
So you don't like deferrals for good or bad players?
Okay, if it's a star, yes, defer everything and anything.
But Diaz,
I don't know. It's like Diaz is good, but it's just like he's an expensive closer, and I just feel like we churn out relievers. And I know last year, especially first half, terrible bullpen year for us. We're gonna rebound in a big way. I guarantee we're top 3 in the American League in ERA bullpen. Definitely.
It's crazy you say that because he's top 3 closer in the MLB.
Yeah, Bednar. Also, Bednar will have a better year than Edwin Diaz this year.
He won't. No, he won't.
He's a legend.
Book it.
He's a legend.
He has no help, Brian.
He don't need help. He need help. He can pitch every day.
When we get to the later part of the season, he's not even going to have any help. We're going to be using him even more.
I think you've been compromised. I think Josh B got to you a little bit.
Book it.
I think you're forgetting that we just gave away, even though they were trash, we just gave away 2 closers.
Nah, but we're better. All the games that Devin Williams lost for us last year, I couldn't be happier that he's gone.
Okay, what about Weaver? He had one bad
Weaver
season,
in the first half was great, but I don't know. Does he have the yips? I mean, I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't like that he couldn't get an out in the postseason. Couldn't get an out.
I'm a little jealous about this with the Mets. I feel like the Yankees have this thing, and yes, this is when I'm going to sound more like Josh B. We have this thing where when a player starts struggling in the season, our fans will be quick to oh, this guy's trash. We gotta maybe think about this again. Maybe we gotta reconsider this signing or get rid of him for someone better. I think we got rid of Weaver too soon.
I mean, that remains to be seen. He did get a hefty payday from the Mets. We were only paying him $2.5 million. He's making $11 million per season in the next 2 years. Let's see what happens. And honestly, like, you know, obviously there's a lot of
Thank you.
oh yeah. Thank you, Goon. Yeah. Have a good day. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
calling.
Have a good one.
Like I will say I'm not like Devin Williams is a different story because he really did fuck us. So I mean, but Luke Weaver doing well.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna like hate him because I feel like he did well for us, and we just had to get rid of him. So
Yeah, no, I mean, I've said it before. I'm pretty cool with the Luke Williams addition to the bullpen. I'm pretty stoked about that. Devin Williams is going to be pretty interesting as well. But I mean, you know, a lot of people would argue for a bounce back year. You know, that guy was one of the better closers in baseball at one point.
Devin.
So
Yeah.
Devin, yeah.
But I mean, because you were kind of talking about this last year, though. I just wonder, you know, sometimes I mean, this happens. Like, I mean, I'm sure the thoughts cross your mind that like that he'll ever recover from, you know, Alonso, because it felt like that carried into last year. The Alonso.
Oh, the Alonso, yeah, the home run off of Alonso,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, absolutely. And maybe if it was just the fact that he was in New York too, maybe amplified that.
Yeah.
But in any case, you know, it's curious, you know, not even just as a Met fan, but just to see where, you know, Devin Williams goes like in his career. You know, again,
Yeah.
this guy who was touted as one of the better closers in the league. You know, obviously lays an egg this entire last season.
And you kind of said this earlier this offseason. Are you kind of expecting Weaver to have a better year than Williams?
Then Williams, interesting. I mean, I feel like the ceiling for Williams is going to be higher.
But the floor,
Through
the floor.
Yeah, I can see Weaver maybe being more consistently okay, like good, you know?
Yeah.
But again, you know, time will tell. I'm excited that they're in the bullpen, though. Definitely the Mets need all the bullpen pieces they could get. So,
And any non political comments on the me and Ernie discussion?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's a little outrageous, I guess.
I just can't get past it. I know there's other layers of this. I just can't get past calling a fellow fan a fanboy. That's bad to me. That's black mark. And it's like, I love Ernie. Nothing against him personally, but just as a Yankee fan, I mean, it put him down a couple notches in my book.
Yeah, I guess it would too. Like I said, I've never really done that before. I've never heard that before. But there is no fanboy like a Yankee fanboy.
But also, I think that is something that doesn't make sense in itself. Like, it's like you're making fun of somebody liking a team. It's like, well, that's what sports are about. You're a fan of it. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
What doesn't make sense to say you're not a fan of baseball.
Right. When you're like
you have to be, a fan of baseball if you're a fan of the Yankees. They are a baseball team.
Right.
You don't have to necessarily be a Yankee fan, obviously, to be a fan of baseball. That's obviously one thing you can do.
Yeah.
Is just be a fan of baseball. There are people out there who just like to watch a sport, not necessarily follow a team. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. So call him. I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
Is he calling it next?
No, he's not. But just the philosophy lessons from Colin have to go. I mean, it's just. I'm sorry, I don't think he makes any sense. And my point to him yesterday, he thinks he's a big Knicks fan. He thinks there's nothing wrong with the NBA. So I just feel like, call him. I mean, you're saying there's nothing wrong with the NBA. I mean, there's the credibility right there.
Yeah, very true.
So any comments here? I see some Josh B. A lot of popcorn
Josh
this morning.
B with the popcorn. I can go for a good bucket of popcorn. I'm not gonna lie, dude. John Pollock checks in. We said that my goat. He says to Josh B. Tight at the Tigers. Trade option, or he wants to trade his owner, which is pretty funny. Obviously, the Tigers, like, what are they doing with Skubal, dude? Like,
I think they're trying to win the World Series, and they're saying, okay, I hope we're in first place at the trade deadline. If we're out of it, if we don't look like we have a good team, then we're going to trade them at the deadline. I think that's it, unless somebody 11th hour spring training, I mean, just blows them away. But I don't know if that's going to happen, just because, especially the fact that unless it's the Dodgers making that deal, how could you be confident that you're going to re-sign him? I mean, you could say the Mets, but even the Mets, like, especially if he doesn't agree to an extension, why would you want to make that deal?
Yeah, no, totally right. It's interesting. I was just reading this article on YankeesGoYard.com. This was published yesterday. Apparently, the Yankees threw out a trade offer that was just like immediately shut down by the Tigers. And I guess this article is trying to say that Dominguez was in the trade package.
Right. But then what they wanted, I saw, was like Dominguez, Schlittler, Rice, and like one other guy. I forgot who. Maybe Spencer Jones. It's like a trade like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again,
that
like with no extension. Besides that, like, even with an extension, I don't know. And I know, he hasn't made a lot of starts, so it is somewhat a risk. But in no way, shape, or form, I don't think there's any player that I would want to trade Cam Schlittler for. Because even if you say, like, a Skeens, well, you're going to have to pay Skeens $800 million. And Schlittler, still has, 5-6 years of control left? I just, it doesn't feel like a good deal. He just showed so much promise last year. I'm really, really high on him. Really high on him.
Ernie says, why get Valdez so he can throw a temper tantrum and hurt our catchers?
With Valdez last year.
Very bad, very bad.
The national baseball reporter that Ernie is.
Not very good, dude. Not good at all for Valdez. My mother said, Brian, if you weren't so defensive, no one would say anything. And don't start putting down the Mets.
I do feel like, too, that, like, I get so, with this stuff, like, so misunderstood because I feel like my, like, reputation from a lot of people is they think that I say, like, every single year, like, the Yankees are definitely going to win. And I just feel like I never say that. So I just feel like it's just unfair that I get that reputation. And I feel like it has to do with that everybody's just so negative. So they just don't like that I don't do that. I'm not a doomsday guy. And I don't know why, but it just seems like for a lot of people that's a problem.
Yeah.
But right? Do I ever say we're definitely winning? Like, I don't say that.
I guess you don't say it like that, no.
So then what's the you know what I mean? It's like, because people
But you do say we're going to win the World Series. Like,
no, I don't.
You have said that.
I didn't say it last year. I
pretty sure in your divisional previews, you said the Yankees
in a divisional preview. But that's the only time of the year. Come on, Tony. You've picked the Mets the last couple of years. What do you want me to say?
That's right, dude. That's right.
But other than the divisional preview, I don't say that.
I would say last year, though, I did kind of believe the Mets would be in the World Series.
But the point is, I just don't get why I get that rap. It's like for Josh or Ernie to give me a hard time, I feel like I just have to be super negative, and I just don't understand why is that a requisite. I just don't get it.
No, yeah, I agree. It shouldn't be. It definitely shouldn't be. And the rest of the comments are just, Goon was gooning over there on Ernie. He says, get him off the air on the phone. My mother says my brother surprised him last night with the cake, came up for his birthday, and now he wants to reschedule the raviolis for this Sunday, dude. Did you ever get more snow this Sunday, dude? We're getting more snow this weekend.
I saw it, but they actually already took it off the board. It's not going to happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then maybe I'll be able to go home for some raviolis then. That'd be nice.
I think we're done with snow till next year.
Well, then bring on the raviolis, dudes. And then I think we have some more comments that trickled in here. Let's see. Oh, wow. When it comes to sports, you can't get offended, my mother says. They give you a hard time because you get that excited.
I guess it's because there's a lot of things that maybe I'm not up to date on when it comes to like general life things and that people might know more than me. But when it comes to sports, I don't know. I look at it differently, and I just feel like it's like I just don't like the preachers out there. Like they're trying to teach me something. That's just something that it's just like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like I'm as tuned in as anybody. You're not teaching me anything. And I think that's what I've taken exception to.
In tune. And then John Park says, we are being dumb, as in the Tigers with Scubal. And then Gooden here says, don't forget Anthony. I still got that bet with you. That's right, for Downtime TV tie-dye t-shirt. And I'm willing to add Mets cards if you want to sweeten the deal. Like IDK, wear a Yankee jersey to the show. This is for if the Mets make the playoffs, by the way.
For a tie-dye shirt, but what's his?
If they do make the playoffs, then he has like I think he has like a Soto. Was it a Soto card? And he had
that
two.
he's gonna send in.
Yeah, a couple
Okay.
baseball cards.
Gotcha.
And now he wants to. He says he's going to add. What did he say he's going to add? I'll add a Mets cards to the Darryl Strawberry card. Oh, it's the Darryl Strawberry autograph card. Yeah. If you want to add some Mets cards, I guess we can up the ante. I got a Yankees jersey. I'm sure I can borrow Brian's for a show if that were the case.
Yeah. No, I think, don't we have a Clay Holmeser hanging up?
Oh, we do have the Clay Holmes one hanging up. Yeah, I could wear that one. I'll wear the Clay Holmes one. I'm down with that. Yeah, all right, we'll see. I mean, they're gonna make the playoffs anyway, so it doesn't really matter, dude. He says we're getting snow tonight.
More confident Mets are gonna struggle.
Yeah, I'm sure you are, good. And it says, Brian, people love to ruffle Yankee fans' feathers. Can't take the bait. Just remind them that you're superior because you are the Yankee fan that they hate that.
And I just hate negativity and nonsense. I just don't have the patience for it. So there were a couple small moves that we didn't get to talk about. One involving a former Yankee and Met, and that would be Harrison Bader. 2 years, $20.5 million to the Giants. Actually had the best season of his career last year, 277, 17 home runs, 54 RBIs, 796 OPS. And Giants struggled defensively in the outfield. Worst, I guess, in the majors for their center field defense, minus 18. Oh, as a team, it was all the outfielders, minus 18 outs above average. What do you think about this for the Giants? I mean, I guess it's a good place for him to go just because it's like, there's no lofty expectations, right?
Yeah, no. And like you said, best year of his career, I guess. Good for him for still making a career out of being in the MLB, that's for sure. And you know what, dude? Like Bader, we've seen him track down some good balls in the outfield. His defense was pretty tip-top. He made some good plays against the Mets down the stretch of the season, actually, when the Mets wins matter the most. So, yeah, I guess good for the Giants. I don't know. The Giants are such a weird team, dude. Like,
I'm trying to think. What else did they even
do
this offseason? Do you recall?
No, I don't. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, I feel like that they were a team, 3 years ago, in contention in the West. You think of the Padres, Dodgers, Giants were right there. Obviously, tough hurdles to get over, Dodgers and Padres. A little unfortunate for them, but still, I mean, right? Was it 2022? 2022?
Yes, they won 100 and something games, but then lost to the Dodgers or the Padres.
No.
It was the Dodgers. The Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Yeah, the Dodgers
It was
and
Dodgers.
the DS in the
DS.
five game series.
Yes.
Yeah, and then never haven't made the playoffs.
And then haven't really been back. So, yeah, kind of tough, dude. You got any beat on what else they've done? Nothing.
Molly, Adrian Hauser. Yeah.
Adrian Hauser, dude.
Yeah, so they basically nothing is the short.
Former Met.
And then they have Tony Vitello coming over from Tennessee.
Wow.
First guy to take an MLB job with only college experience, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, I mean, I think it's just a tough spot in that division, being that you have the Dodgers,
Buried.
but then also the fact that the Padres are pretty good. The Diamondbacks aren't bad. So it's like, sure, you could beat up on the Rockies, but definitely is a tough spot to be in. That's for sure. And then also Sir Anthony Dominguez, 2 years, $20 million with the White Sox. And I think the Mets actually kind of played a part in that with taking on Roberts' deal. Last year, Dominguez had a 3.16 earned run average, 79 strikeouts. And that was a total of 58 innings, and was traded to the Blue Jays for the stretch run. You got to see a lot of them with the Phillies. I've always thought he has good stuff, but it's just not somebody I feel like that I could consistently rely on. He's going to be their closer. I think he's better served, like I was just talking about with Clay Holmes.
Seventh inning
guy, right? Or no?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Closer's a tough role for him.
And then also, we have Matt in the building. He says, Morneau, fellow bros. Good to have Matt here. I know he's excited for the Yankee season, and I would hope he's not as negative as a lot of these other Yankee fans are.
Wow.
And what about the accidental, not Uber, but cologne? Tony?
I don't think I have, Mom. She wants to know if I accidentally took my brother's cologne home. I don't think I don't have any extra bottles of cologne. So I don't know.
I guess that's that.
I guess that's that, dude.
And then also Pollock says that
I will not be watching the Tigers until they sign or trade Tarek Skubal. The owners and GM are running the franchise reputation, and top free agency will definitely not want to sign here now. Oh, well, it is hockey season, he says. Red Wings, hot.
coming in hot.
I think the Red Wings have some. Oh fuck, who's their rookie that's doing pretty well? Moser. I don't know why the name Scott Mosier is popping into my head. That's not what it is though. It doesn't matter. But he looks pretty good, John. All right, so Red Wings. He says ASP.
I don't understand that.
I don't know what ASP is right now. Maybe it was a mistype or ASP. His name's not ASP.
But and I
Something
don't
with an
know
S, I thought. Something with an S?
if the salary cap, if we get one, will help this. But it just, I feel like if we don't, then there's got to be something, some type of legislation out there that gets kind of vets out these like cheap owners or forces them to spend a certain amount. Because I don't know. I mean, I've suggested, because some teams don't even have 100, but 100 is not even enough. If there is a salary cap, should the floor, Tony, be $200 million? Or do you think it should be 150, 175?
I mean, I feel like 200 would not be like something that the owners would want to do, no?
No, but I'm saying, isn't that, like, I just feel like that's what healthy is for the sport. And then you could actually have teams actually in competition for some of these guys. You know what I mean? I just feel like it makes the market so much stronger.
No, yeah, I totally agree. A higher floor would be better for the league.
And I really hope that, that's something that they do, because I think it's just well needed. And how about this? First spring training game, first day of spring training games, 3 weeks from Friday.
3 weeks from Friday.
And I think the Mets must play the next day. I don't see them on here, but you got Yankees, Orioles, White Sox,
That's right.
Cubs, Royals, Rangers, Diamondbacks, Rockies, and Padres, Mariners. And Alex Sindel, who's he talking about?
That's the guy. That's the defenseman, the rookie.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
He's a baller. And then also Matt Bruh saying Rangers dub did nothing for me.
It did a little bit for me, man. I was excited to see them get the dub.
I mean, obviously, always fuck Boston, of course. That's something, Tony, rather than
Wait, so would you
nothing.
say that you're more of a Boston hater and less of a hockey fan? Is that what you're trying to say?
I would call him. I would say that he's flanned out, but he's not. But the way he talks, it makes you feel that way. You know. At least Ernie. I mean, we know the accidental is strong.
Yeah, no, it is, dude.
And he says, "Yeah, fuck, Buck Foston." And then Palika. It's untouchable. Islanders dub did it for me. 4-0 Flyers. Yeah. But
Flyers are fraudulent.
You know what's interesting? One thing that I was listening to actually your boy Steve Phillips on the way in here, and him and I think he's with Xavier Scruggs, but like we're saying like either second or third best team in the division, the Yankees. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like I know it's going to be competitive, but I don't see how you could put both Boston and Toronto in front of them at this point. I don't know. I was just curious if you had any thoughts there.
How could I? I mean, I guess not Boston. Again, with Toronto. I mean, when's Cole coming back? Is he?
Well, they're saying either May or June.
Okay. All right, so that's not too bad.
No. Rodon probably.
Because like Blue Jays rotation is like not going to be good.
Dylan Cease, Trey Savage.
You're Savage, that's right.
Barrios, another year older. He's getting old.
Not good.
Trying to think who else is there.
Who else? I don't know. Manoah's not there. Gausman.
Right.
That's
no,
right.
but I did forget about him. But I feel like that's it, right? I mean, in terms
and he's also another year older.
right. Bowden Francis, I mean, you know.
Didn't Gausman miss a lot of time last year too?
I didn't. No. He
We've been
didn't.
thinking 2 years ago.
He was 10-11, 359, 189 strikeouts. He actually has made 31 starts, or even 31 starts every year for the last
then.
5 years.
Hmm.
So he's been a workhorse. What else did Goon say here?
Tell Steve Phillips to kick rocks. Yankee owned his 2000s lineup.
Yeah, exactly. But are you juiced up now? Baseball season, couple moves to the Mets recently.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I still feel like everyone else is pretty more. Not to go against what you were saying about being pessimistic or anything and stuff like that, because I'm not that pessimistic either. I feel like, but I feel like everyone else is like a little bit too, like, excited.
Wait, I don't get what you mean.
About the Mets season now.
You're saying other Mets fans?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm like, even, I mean, not even to say other Mets fans too, but yes, other Mets fans. I hear them calling it ESPN radio, but even like people on like ESPN, like,
right,
you know,
they're
like,
saying favorites to win the division, which
like,
I don't agree with.
Like, yeah, oh my god, like this.
I feel like the Phillies,
like Steven Stearns, like, oh my god, the pivot he made in the offseason, and Peralta and like Bo Bichette. It's like, oh my god, dude. It's like, well, like, you know. Like, I understand, like, you're looking at a lot of these free agents, these big names that have been brought to the Mets, the amount of moves that have been made. But I don't know, man. I mean, you know, we've talked about these moves, Brian, and kind of dug deep and analyzed each one of these. I mean, we've talked about Polanco and the lack of experience at first, you know, Bichette and the lack of defensive production, the lack of experience at third, you know, a lot of these pitchers, you know, you're trying to hang on to maybe some young rookies. Hopefully they can carry over. We haven't seen that from them before. You know, last season, David Peterson totally collapsed because he was in a career high in innings. Never pitched that much before. Like, is that going to happen again to him? Like, Kadai Senga, your ace, was sent down to the minors. Mendoza sent him down to the minors to figure out his shit. The season also had Alvarez being sent down to the minors, not even because of his injury, but because he was just doing so bad, you know? Like these are things that maybe you've expected to turn that need to turn around. These are two players, Senga and Alvarez, that need to turn around and have a phenomenal year for this team to win the division. Like, are you kidding me? And that's on top of like Bo Bichette's transition being seamless, first base being somewhat locked down. You're hoping Polanco has another year like he did last season, which was his career best. You know, like, so you're banking on a lot of things here. Obviously, you know, Robert over there in center field. I mean, the defense should be fine. You want to compare that to maybe Taylor, fine. That you're not really going to be probably missing much if he's not having an off year. Obviously, the ceiling, MVP, 38 home runs, 90 RBIs, that's a possibility, but you're still gambling on that, you know? And I feel like, again, like if you were able to maybe more solidify your rotation, maybe you still did have that Alonso bat on the lineup, maybe I would start feeling better. You know, if Alonso and Diaz were still on this roster, I feel like I would be really excited. And then I could sit here and maybe say they have a potential shot at the division title. But right now, I don't really know, dude. And I don't think you're really going to find out until, you know, a month or two into the season. We start to see how some of these moves are playing out, you know?
Yeah, I think right now, I mean, obviously it just changes day by day and as the season goes on. But I think they're right around a wild card team. It's just what way is the pendulum going to swing, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting, you know, hearing Stearns talk about it. I think I was maybe listening to an interview during the media day for Bo Bichette, but, you know, he was talking about how, you know, left field is kind of open-ended, I guess. Carson Benj during spring training.
Who? Like, I've seen his
Carson
name.
Benj?
Yeah, like, what is his deal?
He's like one of their top prospects in the outfield.
Was he a first-round pick?
I'm trying to remember. I want to say yes.
Carson Benj?
Carson Benj, Benge.
Okay.
Honestly, if you look at his numbers last season, I think he was in single, triple, and double A last year.
Oh, he was a first rounder in 24.
He was a first rounder. I thought so.
Out of high school.
And I don't know, his numbers weren't great.
Oh, never mind. Oklahoma State. But yeah. Numbers weren't great last year.
Numbers were not
23 years old.
phenomenal. I mean, I guess like His numbers for when he played for like the Brooklyn Cyclones were good.
No,
I think,
it was
right. What he
single and double A were great. You know, he hit 302, 317.
Yeah.
Combined 12 homers and 60 RBIs. But in triple A, 24 games hit 178.
That's with the Syracuse Mets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, there's that adjustment period going
right
to AAA. So I don't know. Interesting too. It's a guy that the Yankees have been mentioned to. I don't know, especially because the Mets, and it would be a 1-year deal. I wonder if they'll kick the tires on Austin Hayes.
You think so?
I mean, right? If it's a 1-year deal, like when you kind of like that as a security thing, so you don't have to rely on Benj, or do you think it's more exciting to
on Benj?
to
I don't.
have
It
that?
doesn't seem like he's ready to be like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe they'll trade for somebody, or sign a depth piece like that. But we'll see.
That would be sick.
Yeah. So yeah, we're pumped for baseball. And then Matt says he's also fired up for baseball, but Nick's still locked in. There's been some ups, some downs, some Karl Anthony Towns issues there with the coach. So we'll see. They're back in action today. So we'll see what they do. But let's switch gears here and go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Speed, here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner! That's a nail break. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, rink wide! Made the full split save. Are you kidding me? Turn, side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
All right. So today's NHL segment is brought to you by Velvet Llama, premium canned cocktails crafted by NYC bartenders with a playful spirit. Enjoy the award-winning espresso martini with Italian espresso and chocolate notes, the crisp Moscow Mule with Nigerian ginger, or the spicy margarita with organic agave and jalapeno. These ready-to-drink treats are made with the finest ingredients. Grab yours at velvetllama.com.
Ride the wave.
And ride the smooth wave with Velvet Llama. Josh B getting riled from Matty Bruh. And he says the same back to Josh Bruh. And then what did Goon say before about let them be excited? They were excited last year. I don't understand.
About people being excited for
Other
the Mets,
Mets
he's
fans.
saying.
But then that's kind of like facetious.
It is.
Yeah, you're tight. I think one of the funnier looks I got from you is when I asked you, post game from that Marlins series, like what Keith was saying about the Marlins celebrating on the field.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
By the way, did they get that deal done? I thought there was obviously they were talking about him with a contract extension with SNY. The ink wasn't dry.
No, it wasn't, and I haven't heard anything about it, so I don't know.
Look it up right now.
Let's do it. Look it up.
and then we'll get into the Rangers riveting 4-3 overtime victory last year.
In contract negotiations to return.
We'll go down though because AI sucks.
Oh. This is on January 9th.
So it looks like a deal is not signed.
Nope.
But you would imagine it gets done, or are we going to see Gelbs in the booth?
I would imagine it does get done.
Or maybe like a Jose Reyes, Todd Zeal. Zeal could be in there.
It's funny, dude, because I feel like for some reason Zeal wasn't on the Bo Bichette media day thing. They had some I forget his name, dude. Now his name is Anthony something.
DeComo.
No, it wasn't Anthony DeComo.
No.
But he wasn't good. I was definitely missing Todd Zeal. Gary Apple seemed kind of off too, to be honest.
I feel like they need to freshen up that.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't mind. I like Todd Zeal a lot. But Gary Apple sometimes, he kept saying Dante Bichette. Probably 4 times.
That's bad,
Bichette, dude. It's dude.
You know who everyone killed? Be interesting though if they'd bring him in now that especially he's gonna wear the cap in the Hall of Fame. Supposedly would be Beltran. Do you remember though? Everyone was for the Yankees, absolutely destroying him on broadcast. I don't know if you remember.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Because they were saying it was like a booger thing where they're saying he states the obvious or something.
Yeah.
And then overdoes the accent.
The accent, yeah, dude. Were people like harping on A-Rod because of that too? I forget.
Yeah.
But I remember Beltron specifically, like with the accent, and then he would talk afterwards and he'd be like, not like really like that, dude.
I'm guessing Wright likes the Quiet Life because it feels like that would be somebody everyone would be excited to see. Right?
Yeah. I mean, Jesus, when was the last time he was in the booth?
Or Piazza?
Piazza, I think, was like coaching some Italian team in Italy.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Wright does seem like maybe he wants to remain out of the spotlight.
Yeah,
maybe.
I was just trying to think of other guys.
No, yeah, that would be great. Honestly, I would like David Wright.
Yeah, Al Leiter, but I know he's following Jack's career. Doesn't like to be tied up.
That's right, dude.
I don't know. Right? Nobody really comes to mind specifically, right? To John Franco.
Has he ever done announcing? I don't think so.
But I just feel like they need a different former player to, preferably not like under 60 too. Like
you want someone little life.
Does Figueroa still work in the SNY desk or no?
I don't think so. I haven't seen him.
He was kind of good.
Yeah,
right?
he was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
Maybe Cologne. Cologne would be nuts. Like,
Bart?
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone would be so riled for him. But there's no way, dude.
At the desk.
Fit at the desk. Are you gonna understand him? Is he gonna be like attentive enough? I don't think so.
So Josh saying a little brisk out today. Yes, no golf, Josh. And then Matt May asking about Arc Raiders. I don't even know what that is. I think Tony might.
Yeah, dude. Mike is really into it, actually. He's been playing on Xbox recently.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, Arc Raiders is a good time. Joey's not a fan because they use AI to, like, make some of the game.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Fuck AI.
And then Goose says, I'm going to post Mets cards I can find in the Discord. Tell me which ones you like when you got time. Absolutely, Goon. I'll get right on that. And then Matt saying, I would be good in the booth. I as in him.
Yeah. Why not, right?
Yeah, I think we all would be good in the booth, dude.
Yeah. It's just because we have the passion. You know, that's the thing. Not the Josh B negativity.
Have you seen when SNY brings in, like, a kid for an inning?
No.
As part of some, like, future broadcaster program?
I never saw that.
Oh, my God, dude. If that was around when we were kids, like, are you kidding me, dude?
Yeah.
Like, I would be clawing at that opportunity, dude. They've had, like... And a couple kids were good, too, actually. And we're talking, like, 9, 10 years old, and they're just, like, in the booth, dude.
No, that's good.
Play,
that's
dude.
good that they do that.
No, it is good.
That they do that. So, all right. So, hockey-wise, yes, Rangers watched this one start to finish last night. The 4-3 overtime come from behind victory over the Boston Bruins. Definitely a back-and-forth game. A game after the first, they led 2-1 on the strength of a Cooley and JT Miller goal. And we mentioned Perreault had a nice night. He did assist on the Miller goal, made a great pass. So that was good. But Boston dominated the second period with 2 goals to lead 3-2 going to the third. And how about Elias Lindholm? We were talking grid with him yesterday.
That's right.
And he has 2 goals. You don't usually see that. And then Geeky. I think Geeky's one of the more underrated players in the league. 29
he's great.
Goals on the year. So that was 3-2. But Borgen with 13:43 into the third, his third of the year. So that tied the game at 3. And then Matthew Robinson, with the OT winner to send the Rangers home with a win, only their 6th home win of the season, 6-13-4.
That's embarrassing.
The Susie trade for a third before the game.
That's right.
So I think overall, for the New York Rangers, who haven't had too many good days recently, I think yesterday was a good day. Obviously, it always feels good to beat Boston, like you alluded to. But is it just me? Am I missing something, Tony? But is Susie for a third not a steal? Like, in terms of, like, getting that type of compensation? I feel like he's a guy that, like, you sign off the free agent wire.
Yeah.
What is so, like...
Well, I'm pretty sure you gave up a third rounder for him.
I'd have to look.
I want to say you did. But in any case, I mean, even if you did or did not, a third rounder, I feel like... you are still for the Rangers, you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, to get that. I think he's worth, like, not really much.
Yeah,
right?
I guess so. I mean, I think he did well for the Rangers this year. He played with a lot of guts. He played with a lot of energy.
But you're right. You're right. It was,
rounder?
a conditional third.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I kind of like Susie. I thought he was a good, strong player. Obviously, maybe one thing you point to is, maybe some more offensive ability. I mean, you think of that time, I forget who they were playing, but it was like a 1-1 game, Nashville, Vancouver. He had a penalty shot in like a 1-0 game, and he blew it, and they ended up losing. Maybe against the Islanders. I forget.
I remember that.
Yeah. It was definitely a moment where you thought you could look to him, and be like, oh, maybe he could figure it out. But I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. Again, I liked him. He played with a lot of grit. I think he's going to go. Well, he's to the Islanders, actually. So it's a team that's going to be maybe a little bit more competitive. First time
Corey
in 10
tight,
years.
by the way. I don't know if he's listening right now.
Really? About Susie?
Yeah. Well, before the trade went down, he was like, well, I guess it would be okay if we gave up a 7th and then it's like a 3rd. Because it's like, I don't know. But, I mean, to me, what is he, your 3rd or 4th defenseman? Like, I just feel like it's like, what is, like, give me a 3rd rounder that could turn into something like really good. I just feel like he was a very dispensable part of the team.
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like though for the Islanders, and maybe Corey would. I mean, obviously Corey would know more than I. But I mean, I feel like for the Islanders, for a team that is competitive, I mean, in the playoffs or wherever, and obviously you have your defensive line pretty much set. But to have Carson Susie as a depth piece, I mean, in case someone goes down or someone's injured or whatever, I mean, there's not going to be a lot of drop off between Susie and any other, average defenseman around the NHL, I feel, which is good. And again, I mean, that guy, I don't know, I thought he hit well, he skated well. Again, maybe some puck handling would be better, but he found himself on the good side of a few goals, so, and again, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's no harm, no foul sort of deal.
Well, I just feel like it's like, I mean, you would know better than me on this, but like, how much better is Carson Susie than Vakanainen? Is he really that much better?
From what I've seen this year, I would say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True defenseman?
He does have a lot of true defenseman qualities. Again, he hits hard, he skates well. He does play good defense.
Right.
You had his stats in front of you? What does he have, 3 goals in the season? 7 goals. No way.
Susie?
7.
No, I think it's 3. I think it's 3.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess my whole point was, like, I just like a 3rd round pick. I just feel like I said, I just feel like that's more valuable than having Carson Susie on our team when
yeah, I guess
we don't need him.
Again, I feel like for a team like the
3
Islanders
goals.
who are looking to compete, I feel like he again, if you're 3rd or 4th line, defensive pairing,
right?
Like, if they go down, if one of those guys goes down, like Susie's going to come up and replace that guy, and there won't be really probably much of a drop off, So I feel like that's what you're paying for with the 3rd round pick. Again, that's what the Rangers valued him as. That's what they paid for him. So I guess Drury broke even. I don't know. Again, we'll see how what happens, I suppose. Again, maybe Corey, I don't know if he's listening, can weigh in, but.
Yeah, I think he was before, probably an on and off situation. But yeah, that's kind of, he was tight. And he says he wants Panarin, doesn't want to give up the 1st, unless there was like a contract extension, which seems unlikely. But speaking of the Islanders, we are going to play them tomorrow at UBS. They've dominated us. Is it 6-0 or 7-0, right, on the games against them this year?
It's right. I think it's 7-0.
Let's just double check. Yes, it is 7-0. Yeah. 1 game at each arena. And 1 more remains, but they're back to back next 2 days. But
Tony DeAngelo's been playing really well.
Yes, and that's interesting because they just picked him up off the scrap heave.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, is that something with the Rangers? He was kind of underwhelming.
If I recall, underwhelming, but not a large sample size.
Yeah. I looked up his numbers actually not that long ago.
I feel like it was a quick turnover.
Yeah. No, you're right. It was. So yeah, I don't know. Corey's down on the Islanders. I think they're in a good spot. I know they've had some inconsistent play of recent, but a dominant victory last night. And I think they're going to only add to this team, and obviously they already did in Carson Susie. So I think they're going to be right in the thick of things come playoff time.
Yes,
in the Eastern Conference.
I'm curious, like, how he feels about them getting like another, elite player at the deadline. I mean, I know Peugeot has maybe surprised some, But JG Peugeot has always underwhelmed me his entire career. Anders Lee, who
he's been playing well,
is the captain, right? I think he's their captain.
He might be.
No, he has been playing well. Probably your most tenured Islander, I would imagine, but maybe Casey Cizikas probably is. Again, those bottom two lines are probably what's been seeing a lot of success too. I mean, obviously Barzal in the second line, we know he's been doing really well. Anthony Duclair. I don't know much about Shabanov.
No, me either.
Or Emil Heineman.
Yeah, just the name.
Heineman, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they have like draft picks or more draft picks to give up.
Panarin would be good for them.
Yeah, I don't know if the Rangers
Would do it.
that was the first time in 10 years they'd made a trade with the Islanders.
I feel like I don't know. That stuff I feel like is slightly overrated unless it's like you're trading like Igor or something. Like you're not gonna trade with the Islanders.
Panarin.
But if it's a I don't know, even Panarin. I don't know. I just feel like it's like he's 35. Like I don't know. I feel like it's just like also though, you shouldn't have restrictions on what team. It should be what package. The team
very true.
Really shouldn't matter.
Very true.
But I guess we'll see. But I think Penguins make a lot of sense. And you were mentioning pick wise.
You
3-1.
3-1. I went 1-3, dude.
Yeah. So some tough sledding. Am I back in the lead or
We are
tied?
tied now.
What-
43 and 39.
Okay, 43 and 39.
9.
And
dude.
Pagot, by the way, had 2 goals for the Islanders and that shutout. The Soro King shutout.
So,
All right, Temi Panarin, drink a Red Bull. You about to be a wing.
that's
So
a
he's
good
routed.
one, John.
Ekholm, the defenseman for Edmonton, by the way, had a hat trick, as well did Granlund, 7-4 Oilers last night.
Mikhail.
Vasilevsky continuing his stout play, 28 saves. I can't wait to go to that Sabres Lightning game. That's going to be nuts.
That is going to be sick, dude. You're going to have a great time.
Yeah, and the Lightning, it feels like they might be taking back the Eastern Conference. I don't know, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Florida's going to make the Cup this year. I know, like, there's a long way to go, but there has to be some fatigue, Tony. 3 Stanley Cup Finals, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
no, absolutely, dude. We talk about that constantly. I mean, they've played more hockey than anyone else the last 2 seasons. So
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But the good part too about tonight, besides no Rangers, but full slate, so full allotment of picks, more choices, which we like. So let's strike up the music and do a Tuesday edition of the Frozen Frenzy.
Yeah, dude. I'm leading off, right?
Yeah.
That's right, dude. Bruins on the back-to-back at home against the Predators. Oh my God! If the Predators were ever to win a game, dude. Kings are over there in Detroit there for John Pollock. Mammoth on the back-to-back as well against Florida. Oh man, that is tempting. Yeah, I guess we're starting Florida. Brian was just bad-mouthing the Panthers. Doesn't think they're going to make it to the Stanley Cup final this season, which is, in all probability, it could happen. I guess obviously really tough to do that. But I don't know, man. Here, Utah on the back-to-back getting shut out last night, 2-0 to Tampa Bay. Kind of tough that they have to kind of hit, Tampa and then the Panthers back-to-back. But hey, I mean, those are the quirks of the schedule. They're in at plus 130, the Mammoth. So give me Florida at the minus 155. Over-under here is 6.5. It doesn't matter. I just think Utah on the back-to-back. Florida is rested. They've won 4 of the last 5, 3-game win streak. Going to make it 4 in a row here. And I'd say it's pretty tidy. It's pretty dominant. I'm going to say it's 5-1 Florida. So give me the Panthers and the under to start off.
All right. So I'm going to go to Boston. I know it's a back-to-back. And, but you're going to have Swayman out there against Nashville. I think they're bouncing back tonight. And I know Nashville has had times where, okay, they've played good, but I still look at them as a mediocre team. And I think Boston, who plays great at home, 19-8-1. Jake on the call again, I'm sure. I think this is an easy win. I think they're disappointed with last night. And first matchup of the season, both teams. Nashville has won 2 out of their previous 5, while the Bruins have won 3 out of 5. So give me the Bruins. I am going to say they're going to win this one 5-1. So give me the Bruins and the under.
Boston under. Second day in a row, you're taking the Bruins, you know.
Listen, they're going to win today, of course.
They're going to win today.
Guaranteed.
Well, you picked them.
I know.
All right. That's good.
Great, dude.
All right, dude.
Alrighty then.
All right, dude. I mean, I guess we're gonna go to Minnesota. These are some tough picks tonight, I feel, dude. The Wild hosting the Blackhawks here. Chicago coming in at plus 195. Connor Bedard back. His first game was the 22nd. The 19th or the 17th, really? Okay, the 17th, I guess. In any case here, I don't know. I feel like Chicago's still struggling, 21-23-8 here. I mean, if you go to the standings here, look at their last 10 games. It hasn't been necessarily a good time. 4-5-1 for them. They are on a 2-game losing streak. Minnesota, on the other end of things, they have won 3 out of 5 here. In their last 10 games, they're 4-4-2. I feel like Minnesota do to start maybe separate themselves here a little bit. Chicago, I don't like it. Give me Minnesota here at minus 238. I want to say Gustafsson shutout. Bedard held to 1 shot on goal. Good defense by Minnesota. They go on to win it 2-0. So Minnesota in the under. Dang. All
right. I'm going to go to Toronto. They are hosting the Sabres, and things are not going well. I don't know if you saw it. I'm not saying it right, probably, but their coach, I think it's Craig Burbally, something along those lines. I was watching the game the other day.
Buffalo.
Toronto.
Oh, Toronto.
Black eye. No, black
eye. Oh, because he fell.
Caught along his head. You know, it was a little sketchy. I guess Austin Matthews not talking post-game after they lost to Colorado. They've lost 4 in a row. It just seems like turmoil there. Attendance down. So give me the Sabres. I like the way the Sabres have been playing. Winners of 3 in a row. And I think this is a high-scoring game. Give me the over. Give me Sabres in the over. I'm going to say they win 5-3. And give me Thompson and Dahlin for points.
All right. Buffalo over. Good for you.
You were going to take that game.
I just don't know what I want to take next, to be honest, dude. How's Montreal doing?
Good.
They've lost 3 of the last 5.
Overall, good, though.
So of the Golden Knights. They're playing the Golden Knights here. And the Canadiens, I guess give me the Canadiens here. They have been doing really well. Suzuki, almost 60 points on the year, almost mirroring what Jack Eichel has put up for Vegas, 61 points on the season. And you have Cole Caulfield getting there for 29 goals, leading the team there. Yeah, dude, I think there's going to be some good offense here for Montreal. Off night for the Kings, over under 6.5. Montreal is here at home, minus 108. So hammer the young Canadiens here. Marty St. Louis making an example of one of the, I guess, heavyweight organizations around the NHL. Canadiens absolutely rout the Golden Knights. I'll say 5-2. 5-2 Montreal and the over, Brian.
All right, so third game, final game here. I am going to go to St. Louis. I know the Stars have fallen on tough times, but have finally won 2 out of 3 after a terrible stretch there. But I think they're just better than the Blues. I don't think this is gonna be close. Give me Wyatt Johnston with a hat trick. I'm gonna say Dallas 6-3, Dallas over, and just like that, your frozen frenzy here on a Tuesday. So our favorite time of the day, Tony.
You ever look at your picks and just like not like them?
No, I like them.
You never liked that as a pick segment, big. And I'm like, oh man, what was I thinking?
No,
come on.
No, not because I pick it for a reason. I mean, you know what I mean? There's a game. Maybe you have different confidence levels, but it's like there's a reason you're making that pick. You think the team is better.
No, there is. There's
and usually you pick better than me, so I don't even know why you're saying that.
Well, because I'm saying that because I feel that way right now. Because I feel that way. All right. All right. Come on.
Get
come
the
on.
music up. Come on.
Best
come
part
on.
of the day.
Come on. As we slowly transition in to the music here, I got some good ones, and we have to start with the GOAT of the grids, Blue Jays Houston. Who do you think I'm going to say?
Blue Jays. Oh, Houston. Are you gonna say Jonathan VR? Jason Hayward.
No, but just think of me. Whose names do I say?
Moises Alou.
I expected at least a better guess than that, Tony.
Edwin Encarnacion.
No.
Edwin Jackson.
No.
Well, like, what are we doing
Tyler
here?
Clippard. Come on. Should have got it. Come on.
Damn it.
0.4. And then actually, right next to Tyler Clippard, Edwin Jackson.
God damn.
And then right next to him, the Big Hurt. You don't know the Big Hurt?
The Big Hurt?
Are you? Tony, you're not a baseball fan? I think I honestly want to just sit here until you get it, because honestly, that's one of those, like, everybody knows the Big Hurt. Like, even Michael Butka knows who the Big Hurt is.
You want to bet?
Yeah, call him right now.
I'm not gonna call Michael Butka. I can't do that.
Once I tell you, did you feel slightly embarrassed? Because I feel like you've heard the name. I know you're looking it up. You just looked it up.
I did.
But do you feel now like, okay, I've heard that a million times, or no? Honestly.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone refer to him as Big Hurt, to be honest.
Wow. Well, I guess maybe he was a little, like, you were younger for most of his career. Part of it.
Got his jersey here.
Yeah. But, like, I'm trying to think, do you remember him playing at all, or was it tail end? Like,
tail end of his career,
Yeah,
for sure.
And then Wild Goon's giving you a tough time.
White Sox legend. Wow. Anthony. Wow.
But, so we could go Houston, Seattle, Kendall Graveman.
Kendall Graveman.
And then 2,000 Ks for Houston, Andy Pettit.
Andy Pettit.
And then 2,000 Ks for the Dodgers, Max Scherzer.
Nice.
And then Hall of Fame 2,000 Ks, Gaylord Perry.
Classic. 1%.
And then this is what I have up to this point. I was just trying to, like, be creative.
Interesting.
But I'm trying to think though. Oh well, Seattle. I don't know if this is too high.
With the Hall of Fame.
Oh, Teoscar Hernandez
for Dodgers, Seattle.
Yeah, 11. And then the Mariner Hall of Fame. Obviously, we know Junior. We know Edgar.
Randy.
We know Randy. Just like I literally trying to think of like other recent, like Alomar never played there. I just, you know what it is? I don't remember any Mariners like pre like that group of players. You know
Right.
what I mean?
No, yeah, neither do I. I mean, I don't.
Edgar's
I mean,
22.
Someone in the peanut gallery. Nothing. Goon. Mariners legend.
I mean, do we settle for 60 full with Edgar?
64.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think there's got to be someone who's better than that.
No, he's 22. I was just saying our total.
Beltre. Adrian Beltre.
Yeah, right? I mean, wow, that's actually a good call. Let's see. I think he just got inducted, right? Yeah. Good call. What was he?
Bang! 5%. Thank you,
nice.
Josh.
Oh, that was Josh.
That was Josh B.
Oh, Josh deserving his credit.
There it is.
You know, it's nice to see like something positive from Josh instead of like, you know, the usual negativity.
Wow.
Regarding his supposed favorite team, the Yankees.
Oh my God, dude.
Anyway, let's see. We go to the gridiron. See the New York Jets.
Dude, the Jets, dude.
This is one of those.
Tyrod Taylor.
This is one of those things, you just do with the eyes closed, Stoney. So Raiders, Vikings, Alexander Madison. Matt, M-A-T-T. Yeah.
Mattison.
Okay, and then we think about the Raiders. Let's see. So I feel like last time we had this, Culpepper was too high. But I'm trying to think of who else we could do.
Ichiro was 16%, good, by the way. So pretty low for Ichiro.
A lot lower than you would think.
Yeah, a lot lower.
1,000 yards, Dolphins, Raheem Mostert.
$7%. Where do you go to college?
Raheem Mostert, UCF? No.
Purdue.
Wow, the Boilermakers.
1,000 yards for the Vikings, Aaron Jones.
13%. Got kind of scared there because they didn't enter real fast. There was 2 Aaron Joneses. Was the right one? It turned out to be the right one,
Oh,
dude.
there you go.
Where do you go to college?
With who?
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones went to UTEP. UTEP.
Which is Texas El Paso.
1,000 yards, Chiefs, Larry Johnson.
Larry Johnson. Not to be confused with Larry Fitzgerald.
There we go. Okay, let's see here. Jets, Dolphins, we could do Mike White.
Okay, Mike White, Jets, Dolphins. This is a good one. 4% for Mike White, and then
throw Josh the bone with the CJ
Spiller, Kansas City, New York Jets. I would say CJ Spiller. 0.6 for Spiller, Josh. That's good.
Okay, and then let's see here. So for the Jets, Vikings, Jets, Vikings. Oh, Tyler Conklin. I guess just do Culpepper for dead nuts. It's I think D-A-U.
D-A-U?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we just need Raiders, Chiefs. Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew, your boy. The second. He was 35%.
96. We tried. All right, so to the hardwood we go. Josh B's Knicks are in here.
Favorite time of the day for Josh B.
Right here, right now. And then Knicks and Jazz, Ennis Freedom.
Ennis with one N?
Yes.
Ennis. No.
E-N-E-S.
Oh, E-S.
And then next to him, Tyson Chandler. Okay. And then we got to do the 10 rebounds a game. Marcus Camby.
For the Knicks. 2%.
There we go. It feels like Jordan Clarkson is high. I'm trying to think. Yeah, 10% good enough. Jazz, Lakers, Jordan Clarkson. What did?
Nothing.
Nothing did.
Where did Jordan go to college, you know?
Nah, I forgot.
Looks like he went to Tulsa and Missouri.
There we go.
There we go.
Let me just think about this for a second.
Josh B, nothing. Josh B's busy. Right?
10 rebounds a game, Lakers, Dwight Howard. And then we got to go 10 rebounds a game for the Magic. Let's see here.
Shaq.
Wendell Carter Jr., and that's Wendell with Wendell.
5%.
Okay, Suns Magic, we could do Gortat.
3%.
And then we gotta do Magic Jazz. Magic Jazz. I have to think about that one for a second.
Shaq. Goon says Rodman. That's for the rebounds.
Rebounds, yeah. Lakers Suns. For all the random guys. I don't think Dennis Schroeder was on the Suns.
Dennis Schroeder.
Gary Payton. DeAndre Ayton. though.
Raja Rondo.
Okay, you could do DeAndre Ayton.
Dead nuts.
Oh, wait, but was Rondo on the Suns? I feel like he was drafted by the Suns but never played for them. Let me just see here. Phoenix. No Phoenix. Yeah, go with Ayton.
Ayton dead nuts. 13%.
And then we just need Jazz Magic. Jazz Magic. Yeah, I guess look that one up.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh my God.
What?
19 players total.
So not a lot, you're saying?
Yeah, right. That's not a lot at all. Who's this guy? This is a guy, Florida International University. Not drafted. Ugh. How about this guy? Not drafted. From Australia. You know what else?
Not Dante Exum.
No.
No, he was drafted. So that was stupid. No one recent?
I'm trying to look. These were the recent guys. This guy, 2020 here. This guy was drafted. Oh. Okay, so this guy was drafted 5th overall pick in 2007 by the Celtics.
He's saying Ilyasova. Is he in there? Yes.
Ursan.
2%.
Yeah.
Who was the guy you were talking about?
Jeff Green.
Oh, there you go. Yep, that is a good one. But go Ilyasova. It's Ersan.
Ursan.
Yeah. Good call,
2%.
Josh. Good call.
Good call, Josh. Good call.
Do we have a
Good call.
Cujo in Josh for the hockey grade?
Oh my God, are we gonna need it?
Maybe.
Dude, 45 I feel like is lower than what we've been getting.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we've had some lower ones in that, but it's right in there.
Yeah,
Right in there.
Right in the wheelhouse. Wait a minute.
What?
Is this today? Oh, this is today.
Yeah. What?
I feel like we've had this before. Or maybe they've just done the 30-win season because we've done.
No, the 30-win season.
I feel like recently we did Capitals and Blues.
I think it's just a 30-win season.
But for the 31 season, I think they had the same 2 teams.
Maybe.
Because I'm pretty sure we did Jake Allen for the Blues. I'm doing Jake Allen.
Logan Thompson,
And
6%.
Logan Thompson for the Capitals. Yeah, I remember you saying that. I was like, yeah, good pick.
But I think that maybe there was a different third team. That has to be where.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't Sabres because right now I can't really think of anything off the top of my dome besides Hasek. But regardless, dude, is this the same? I feel like. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Wait, Luka. How do you spell Luka Pekanuganen?
It's Lukka.
Oh, what a weird spelling.
No, sorry,
no, he hasn't done it.
It's Ukka Pekka Lukanen.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but then for the Blues.
But he hasn't had 30-win season. I
Oh,
don't think.
not Craig Anderson either.
Craig Anderson has not. He wasn't that good. Yeah, dude.
Tough.
It is. Besides Hasek, I mean, there may be. I'm trying to think who was their guy after Hasek. We'll have to come back to that.
Yeah,
Maybe
Hasek's
Josh Field help us
57.
out.
No
Hasek's how much?
Cujo? 57. No Cujo?
Cujo for the Sabres?
He didn't play?
I don't think so, dude. But in any case, we can do Michael Del Zotto, top left.
Okay.
A very familiar name. Again, I feel like we did this grid already.
I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem like
we can do Halak for Blues Canadians.
I mean, they're not gonna have a repeat grid.
I don't know. This all seems very familiar.
I think it just some of the teams are the same. Some of the teams, that's what it is.
Boom, 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 boom. Gustafson can go down. Flyers. Eric Gustafson. And then Max Pacioretty. Dude, I swear to God, I'm pretty sure we've done this exact same grid. Because don't you remember looking that name up and be like, this is a name you say a lot?
Yeah.
And I was like,
I'm
oh,
saying
Max
I think there
Pacioretty.
are similarities. It's just not the same.
Yeah, maybe. Wayne Simmons, I think, played for the Sabres.
So I figured out the guy you were thinking of for the Blues. I mean, not the Blues, Sabres.
For the Sabres?
Yeah.
For the goalie?
Yep. Let's see, to give you some context here. So his career ended in 2021 with Anaheim. He played his last 4 years with Anaheim. He was in Vancouver for 3 before that. Year in St. Louis. And then is from 2002 to 2013, he was the Sabres goalie. Had a career high 41 saves in the 2009-2010 season. He was a 5th round pick, 99. Went to Michigan State. 391 career victories as a goalie.
So he's from America.
He was born in East Lansing. He's currently 45 years old.
East where?
East Lansing, where Michigan State resides.
Martin, not Martin. It's not Martin. Martin Jones?
No.
Martin Byron.
Nope.
It's not Martin Byron.
Nope. What type of hint do you want here?
Well, I think not. Martin Byron, I think maybe he played for the Rangers, I think. What kind of hint do I want? Initials. Initials is like kind of like giving up. Played for, ended his career 2021, you said, with Anaheim. Dell? No.
I think I should just give you the initials at this point.
Fine.
RM.
RM. Richard Morris.
Not
RM.
Richard, but what's another common R?
Ron?
No. What's a very...
Rick. DiPietro. RM. Ray. Rich. Ron.
No, but
Robert.
But
Ryan.
Ryan. A common name with the letter M. Very common name. Last name. Like very boilerplate. There's a million of them.
There's a million of them with the M.
Rangers. There was one on the Yankees at one time. There was another one on the Rangers at one time. Had 2 players last season with this last name.
2 players with this last name.
Yes. One was a 1st round pick, and then we traded him away. Can't believe you don't know this. We traded for one last year and then sent one out with this last name. Like,
Just give me a second here, all right? Everyone relax.
Josh B. Ryan, question mark?
Ryan. What was the first name? Robert?
No, it's Ryan.
Oh, it is Ryan.
But I can't believe you can't get... There was a guy this offseason we traded away. And there was a guy...
And he was a 1st round pick.
Yes. And there was a guy this year with that same last name, or last year, that we traded for. Traded a big package for this guy.
Rangers traded big package for this guy last year.
He's like one of our highest paid players. Like
Ryan Miller.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can't believe that took that long.
Keandre Miller, Ryan Miller, JT Miller.
Yeah. Come on.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it is a common last name.
Yeah.
I guess. I guess.
Um,
Ryan with a Y?
Yep.
Jesus, dude. Never heard of him. 32%. Yeah, I guess pretty good, pretty long-standing career, dude. 19 seasons. 18 years. Oh, Joe Brady, next Bills head coach, says Josh B.
Okay. I kind of was ahead of that one.
Oh, really? I thought he was saying
Josh.
Joe Brady for the grid. I
Yeah,
saw
right,
a name, and I
right.
was like, Joe Brady.
Makes sense though. They want the continuity there. They wanted to get McDermott out.
All right, I'm just gonna take a guess for Wayne Simmons here.
Okay, and then for this one,
You got one?
well, there's a Hall of Famer. 5 seasons for the Sabres, 3 seasons for the Canadiens.
When?
He was the first overall pick in '87.
Oh,
Um,
Ty Domi.
and started with the Sabres, went to the Islanders, went to the Canadiens, went to the Blues, went to the Stars, and finished up in Colorado.
Finished up in Colorado what year?
Finished up in Colorado in 01. No. Hold on. In 07.
And who else you got? Anyone recent?
Let's see. Of the recent realm.
No recent realms?
There's a goalie, but I don't remember this guy. But he didn't really play that much. Oh, okay. There's a guy who has 2 brothers that played in the NHL. I think only one of them remains.
Not the Stahl brothers.
Yes.
So it's
which Stahl brother?
obviously not Mark. It's going to be either Eric
Ding, 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 ding,
or
ding.
it is Eric?
Yes.
Oh. 7%. All right, dude. There we go. He played for Montreal. Interesting.
And I guess because they were, I don't know if you were watching the Rangers. This was a couple weeks ago. They were playing Carolina. And there was some game that Jordan Stahl was in. And I guess his brother got called up for that game. Rangers won in overtime, clinched something for the playoffs. But his brother only played a couple games. Another brother. So there must be 4.
I think there are 4. Yeah, dude. I'm trying to, because Jordan, Eric, and Mark were all consistently in the NHL.
Yes. So it's, okay. Let's see. So there's Eric, Mark, Jordan, and Jared.
Jared Stahl is the other one.
And he's a coach.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, he only played 2 NHL games.
Good for them.
13. Well, I don't know. Kind of cool, right?
No, it is cool. Mark Stahl was a I'm trying to remember where he went to after the Rangers.
Wait, who else did they have on the team besides Mark? Eric? Who did Eric play a couple years with the Rangers?
Yeah, a couple years, like
Okay.
2.
But Mark, I remember just from Sports Center, watching.
Yeah.
Oh, they acquired him. They're playing together. So that was only for half a season they played together on the Rangers.
A full year, I think they
Okay.
had in. Yeah. Mark was probably on the team for a decade, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, he
Okay.
was on the team for a really long time.
And then Jordan's just been on the Panthers forever.
Yeah.
What do you think about Joe Brady?
What do I think about Joe Brady? That's a great question, dude. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, again, I'm just trying to think in my head, comparing him to McDermott. I guess maybe Joe Brady can bring you over the hump. I guess.
I like it.
I mean, I suppose at this point, if he's getting hired, that means Josh Allen met him, likes him, wants him to be the coach.
Right.
So if that's the move that Josh Allen wanted, then that's really what the move I feel for the Bills that they need. So yeah, I guess this is a good move. What do you got?
Yeah, no, I mean, he has a history of working well with quarterbacks. He was, on the staff at LSU in 2019 with Joe Burrow. He set records, when they won that championship. I think Burrow had 66 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. And he was kind of taken back a notch because after that, I guess it was a promotion to offensive coordinator with the Panthers for 2 years, gets fired, goes to the Bills, starts as their quarterback coach for 2 years. But then once Ken Dorsey gets canned, he takes over as OC. And he's been that since 23. And he's only 36 years old. So, yeah, I just think he's like kind of one of those younger offensive minds. And I just think it'll be interesting to see with him having like the full grasp of the team. I can see this working out, honestly. And I think it's like something like he could be there for a while. And I have a suspicion, Tony, that whether it was the Browns, the Cardinals, maybe even the Raiders, even though everyone keeps talking about Clint Kubiak going there, that he was going to go somewhere else as their head coach, and they didn't want to lose him. And I think that might have something to do with this. Yes.
Where do you think that place was?
I mean, I would think, I don't know. The Browns have been weird, so nobody wants to go there, so maybe not them. Maybe Arizona. I could see being Arizona.
Yeah.
So now I guess there's only 3 vacancies left, right? It's the Raiders, it's the Cardinals, and it's the Browns.
That's right.
Yeah. That went quick. Of 10 openings, we only have 3 left.
There we go, dude.
So
I mean, once Harbaugh went, I feel like that was
the floodgates
domino,
open,
the floodgates,
I think these
the
final
dam.
3, at least 2 of them anyway. Maybe, the Cardinals or the Browns hire somebody else, but maybe they're waiting for guys that are still, Kubiak is the Seahawks OC, and then you think about probably nobody from the Patriots. So maybe it is just Kubiak. I don't know, but the cycle continues on, which is great. And the bye week though, does it suck the air out of the room for the Super Bowl? Pro Bowl, dude.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you lose a little momentum, I suppose, going into the week.
Yeah. But it'll be good when it's there.
They want to stretch it out, make more money.
Yeah. Big show tomorrow. Previewing
PGA.
Farmers Insurance Open. By the way, I don't know if you saw this, but on terrestrial ESPN, first and second round coverage, Farmers Insurance Open 12-3.
Oh wow, dude! There we go.
Thursday, Friday.
That's great.
So Brooks back.
Mhm.
Be interesting to see how he plays. So I love that tournament. I like doing the North and the South course to start. So I'll be watching a lot of coverage.
Who's that?
Of that over the weekend. That was the alert for Joe Brady.
Oh wow.
So
We're all out ahead of it, huh?
all out ahead of it. Oh, and then I forgot. UConn tonight, 15.5-point favorites. I like we said, win in hand though. Conference game's a little more difficult. That's why I'm saying 10. But it could be 30. Kim English, maybe if it is 30, maybe he gets fired. We'll see. But and then
fired on the spot.
Rutgers, Michigan State, no thank you. Michigan, Nebraska is a great game. But it's on Peacock. 7 o'clock, but 5 versus 3. Nebraska's 20-0. Fred Hoiberg, head coaching there, and Michigan's doing a great job. Dusty May coming over from Florida Atlantic. So Michigan 10.5-point favorites. I don't think they're covering that spread. I think that's going to be a close game. And then that's really it. Kentucky, Vanderbilt, okay, but Vanderbilt 6.5-point favorites. Who would have thought that would ever happen? And then last night, I did watch the first half of the BYU-Arizona game. Arizona 21-0 now, 86-83, 13-point lead at half. BYU came storming back, and they lose by 3, so that's disappointing. They fall to 17-3, and AJ Dibanasta, 24 points last night, but 6 of 24, I think. If he had a better game, they win 1 of 8 from 3-point range. But Arizona, they're balanced, they're deep. But Braden Burries had 29, Jaden Bradley with 26. So I hope we get that in the championship game. UConn, Arizona get revenge for that loss. We'll see. And then, the Knicks back in action tonight against the Kings. You got to win that game. 13.5-point favorites. Kings 12-35. Mike Brown's old team in the Kings. So we'll see what they can do there. And that's it.
Wow.
But we'll talk about the golf tomorrow, the NHL, hopefully some baseball, football stuff going on. But really appreciate everybody who tuned in today and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume, the merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you.
Oh, wow.
Mañana!
Oh, wait, hold on. No, wait, hold on.
Mañana!
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.